sought men with high social standing in the community that she could use for her own gain. Once she would have her hooks in these men, their slow demise began. One of her victims was King Ludwig of Bavaria, who felt compelled to help Lola. Yet once he was warned of the dangers of his affair with her, he could not seem to resist Lola's aura and almost found his once peaceful country in a state of civil war. It was not until then that the king finally ordered Lola to leave. But a month after she left, King Ludwig was forced to relinquish his throne. There are many men who suffered because of their association with Lola Montez. King Ludwig said that he was bewitched by Lola. Lola was an unstable, incurable, and infectious character type. This is not to say that these characteristics are only restricted to women. This is to say that there are some people whose emotions are so powerful that they infect the very soul of the people that they touch. How to recognize an infector? They draw misfortune upon themselves. They have a turbulent past. They have a long line of broken relationships. They have an unstable career. They have a forceful character that sweeps you up and makes you lose reason. They have a desire to destroy and unsettle, and is chronically dissatisfied. They have great effect on the world around them. And what do you do when you meet one? Don't argue with them. This is part of how they trap you. Don't try to help them no matter what they say. Don't pass the person on to your friends or you will become enmeshed. Flee the infector's presence or suffer the consequences. Learn to fear the power of infection. The risk of associating with infectors is that you will waste valuable time and energy trying to free yourself.
Infection, you'll spend more time, more energy, get by association.
You will also suffer in the eyes of others. On the other side of the spectrum of infectors are those people who attract happiness.
I'd be around those who attract happiness,
cheer, natural buoyancy, and intelligence.
good cheer,
they are a source of
pleasure,
and
prosperity.
You must associate with them to share in the prosperity they draw upon themselves. All positive qualities can affect us, but taking advantage of the emotional side of this osmosis may be difficult. Now I put down 5 ways to
affect positive change through your associations.
If you are miserly,
One, if you're miserly by nature, associate with the generous, and they will affect you, opening up everything that is tightly restricted in you. Only generous souls attain greatness. Two, if you're gloomy, you gravitate to the cheerful. 3, if you're prone to isolation, force yourself to befriend the gregarious. 4, never associate with those who share defects.
They will reinforce
everything to hold you back, okay?
Who tries to break out of the cycle of
Holy
drugs
shit.
and still just hangs out with
I
his
went to their
other
T-cell road.
friends. It's just a very difficult environment. And 5,
I've only created associations with positive affinities.
So to quote Balthasar
Gracian, 1601-1658, recognize the fortunate so they may choose their company, and the unfortunate so that you may avoid them. Misfortune is a kind of folly, and among those who suffer from it, there is no malady more contagious. Never open your door to the least misfortunes, for if you do, many others will fall in its train. Do not die with another's misery.
Do not die of another's misery. That's it for this law. If you seek more resourceful reviews, you might just want to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
BuzzFeed.com sponsored Go plans with Wi-Fi 7 power. Fuck the people in this complex. Fuck the lease office.
Do not let him get prescribed the Sex RX plus Climax Control pills through him. I can't stop. He can't stop. I'm late to work, literally ruining my life in the best way. This pill combines tadalafil, an ingredient to help my man get hard and stay hard, with PE treatment to help him last way longer. And the best part is, it's all online. He did not have to go to no pharmacy to get it. Just an online intake form. And a licensed provider had recommended the right treatment for him.
I don't talk to it. It needs to be serviced.
Groundbreaking, baby, life-changing. Make sure you show your man this video. You feel like it's gonna change.
The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Law number 26. Keep your
26
hands
keep your hands
clean.
clean.
You must seem a paragon
You must seem a paragon of civility and
efficiency.
efficiency.
Your hands are never soiled by
Your hands are never soiled by mistakes and nasty deeds. Maintain such a spotless appearance by using it as scapegoats. And cat's paws to disguise your involvement. Conceal your mistakes. Have a scapegoat around to take the blame. Our good name and reputation depend more on what we conceal than on what we reveal. Everyone makes mistakes, but those who are truly clever manage to hide them and make sure someone else is blamed. A convenient scapegoat should always be kept around for such moments.
A convenient scapegoat should always be kept around for such moments. Understanding the workings of power and the importance of appearances, shop around for the most convenient head and have it served up immediately. Occasional mistakes are inevitable. Handle them. People of power are undone not by the mistakes they make, but by the way they deal with them. The mistake does not vanish with an apology. It deepens and festers. It's better to cut it off instantly, distract attention from yourself, and focus attention on a convenient scapegoat. Do not give people time to ponder your responsibility or your possible incompetence. The bloody sacrifice of the scapegoat seems a barbaric relic of the past, but the practice lives on to this day, if indirectly and symbolically. Since power depends on appearances, and those in power must seem never to make mistakes, the use of scapegoats is as popular as ever. Besides conveniently shifting blame, a scapegoat can serve as a warning to others. Example of Cesare Borgia. Robert Greene took the following right out of Niccolo Machiavelli's The Prince. Cesare Borgia used the scapegoat to gain control of large parts of Italy. He gave a cruel and vigorous man absolute powers. With extreme violence, he would enforce Cesare's rule with brutal justice and grow hated by the local population. To guard his own reputation, to avoid being associated with Orco's gruesome actions, to calm the people's scream for revenge, he publicly stated that he had in no way ordered Orco to do what he did, and imprisoned, beheaded, and blamed him. Cesare had painted a pleasing picture for the public, who not only wished Orco's death, but that his cruelty be repaid. Next to his headless body, Orco's head was spiked up on a pike. To quote Achilles fighting Hector at the temple of the sun god, "Why would I kill you now, young prince, if no one sees how you fall?" Cesare built a spectacle for everyone to see. Not only can you use others as scapegoats, but you can make them your cat's paw. In the fable, the monkey grabs the paw of his friend, the cat, and uses his paw to get it to fish chestnuts out of the fire, so as to get the nuts without hurting himself. If there is something unpleasant or unpopular that needs to be done, it is far too risky for you to do the work yourself. You need a cat's paw, someone who does the dirty work for you. The cat's paw grabs what you need, hurts whom you need hurt, and keeps people from noticing that you are the one responsible. Let someone else be the executioner, or the bearer of bad news, while you bring only joy and glad tidings. Cleopatra was more than only a woman. She was a queen, an empress, a goddess. Her appearance would never be the same, only ever wearing the nicest robes and accessoires. Probably one of the most dangerous seductresses in history. Like many women still today, she used her feminine qualities to get men to do as she desired. At the age of 10, she witnessed her father, Ptolemy XII, get overthrown and banished by her elder sisters. Berenice emerged as the leader of the rebellion, had her other sisters imprisoned, and her own husband murdered to secure her own rule. This extreme violence on one of her own made the public resent her, and 4 years later Ptolemy could return, beheading the elder sisters. In 51 BC, Ptolemy died and left 4 remaining children as heirs. The eldest son, the 11 years old Ptolemy XIII, married the elder sister Cleopatra. Incest was common in order to keep royal positions and thus power in the family. In a fight for power, Cleopatra was exiled. None dared to make the same mistake as Berenice by killing one of their own. It would inevitably shed a dark light on the murderer. Therefore Cleopatra bided her time and schemed. When she heard of Julius Caesar's plan to make Egypt a Roman colony, she arranged to see him, seducing and thereafter using him as a tool to destroy her siblings and other enemies to get the throne for herself. In 41 BC, she would use the same tactics on Mark Antony. She was able to reduce both of these very powerful and dangerous men to her cat's paws, doing exactly what she wanted them to. And that's it for this one. However, there is an additional lesson for men to be learned. Even a great man such as Julius Caesar was tamed by feminine charm. Be wary of the Cleopatras in today's society. Their numbers have grown enormously, while the odds for men to
Scapegoat, Caesar Borgia, Orco, cat's paw.
As always,
He told me the 12th, Cleopatra. Never care. Fuck the old hobo. Law 27 create a cult. Play on people. I don't give a fuck. Play on people's. Who cares? Fuck's the rest of the world.
If police have reasonable suspicion to believe you're involved in a crime, they're legally allowed to detain you for a short period of time. Reasonable suspicion requires less evidence than probable cause, but it basically means the officer has some specific reason to believe that you're up to something. For example, police can legally stop someone who matches the description of a criminal suspect. A suspect who drops a suspicious object after seeing the police, or someone who runs away after seeing the police. Don't ever run from the police. That's part of what the officers can use for probable cause, and they'll run you down and make you regret it. But if you see police approaching, be calm and assert your rights if need be. But don't.
Well, 7 though.
See, this is how they get you. Police come knocking at your door saying, "Hey there, we've got a new safety program. Can we search your home?" Hell no.
Goal 10. You don't have to let them in.
Even if the police have probable cause, the Fourth Amendment requires them to get a signed search warrant from a judge to enter and search your home. Unless there's a serious emergency, they can't come in without a search warrant. But they don't need a warrant if you invite them in. When the officers came knocking, talk to them outside and close the door behind her.
Good afternoon, officers. How can I help you?
The chain lock works fine too,